Hi everyone, I thought I'll create a video showing you how I shave my head to grade 0, or as some might say, a 0 guard buzz cut. I have been shaving my head to grade 0 for just over a year, and one of the reasons for this was my hair was beginning to thin at my crown. I believe getting a buzz cut or shaving your head to grade 0 is one of the best approaches a guy can take if he's starting to go bald. What you see here is between a week and a half and 2 weeks worth of hair growth, or what will be equivalent to roughly a grade 2 buzz cut. Whilst I have shaved my head with a razor blade, I find the quickest and easiest way is with electric hair clippers. It will also be useful to get a handheld mirror to do the back of your head. This pink makeup mirror seems to do the trick. I tend to start my head shave halfway down my ear in line with the tragus. This gives me enough room to blend in my beard with a shaved head. When shaving my head with electric hair clippers, I tend to go against the grain of my hair to get the closest possible cut. Here you can start to see the difference between a grade 2 buzz cut and cutting your hair with no guard. If you're cutting your hair or shaving your head for the first time and it's this short, don't be alarmed if your scalp is quite pale. All it needs is a bit of sun. Before you say in the comments, yes, I've always had that little white mark on the side of my head. I'm not sure what it is, but it doesn't seem to be causing me any harm. I would recommend doing both sides of your head before starting at the back. I would normally position this handheld mirror behind the back of my head, but for the purpose of this video and to not block your view, I'm using my phone as the rear mirror. Speaking from experience, one place I've always struggled with is this little groove at the back of my head. You may need to go over this a few times just to make sure you've captured all the little hairs. As you can see from the video, there are a few patches on the back of my head which I have missed the first time round, which is why I recommend doing the back of your head a few times just to make sure that you have got all the hair. When shaving your head, also make sure to shave the back of your neck. One area which is easy to miss during shaving your head is behind your ear. I pull my ear forward and move the blade across just to make sure I've captured all the hair. And finally, the most fun part when it comes to shaving your head, the top. This is where the grade 0 really comes into its own. I tend to start straight down the middle, moving all the way over my crown, and then choosing one side to shave first before moving on to the next side. Depending on the shape of your head, you may have certain grooves and bumps in your head, which means shaving the hair is a little bit more difficult. For me, this is where the sides of my head meet the top of my head, and I have to go over this area a few times just to make sure I've shaved all the little hairs. Make sure to run the clippers over your hairline, no matter how far back your hairline is, just to make sure any stragglers are captured. Shaving your head can be quite messy, so here is the finished grade 0 look after my head has been washed.